Hey everyone, it's Brody the Kid. You're back with another episode of Hobby Life Show, episode 53. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We have an awesome show today. We're getting prepped for the 2022 National Sports Collectors Convention with an interview with one of my favorite booths, Singles Club. We're talking to Cody from there, and we've got a short but very cool product rip review today. We're going to be doing some Mosaic football. First time to be looking into that product this year. I'm excited to do it. All hands on deck. Let's go.
Hobby week 1, 2, 3.
Number 1, Topps T206 is back. Wave 1 dropped this week. I always love doing it for the daily rip, looking for those awesome, cool, different back variations that you can get, and it's just an iconic set. Very cool. Number 2, TriStar keeps announcing more names for the autographs at the National. They just dropped people like Odell Beckham Jr., Bo Jackson, Frank Gore, Allen Iverson, Paul Pierce, and many more. Make sure you stay tuned on their socials if you're looking to get some autographs. And number 3, Lauren Taylor set on Topps debuts on June 28th, sorry. Going to be awesome set. It's a 40-card set, and it'll be in 4 waves. I'm very excited for this. Lauren Taylor is an awesome artist. Should be pretty cool. That's it for Hobby Week 1, 2, 3.
Product rip review.
All right, everyone, it is time now for product rip review. And today, like I showed you, short and sweet, but we're doing a nice one. It's a cello pack of Mosaic football today. So these are about $15. They used to be $10, but with price changing, about $15. 15 cards, 12. You get the 12 regular pack, and you get the 3 exclusive camo parallels. It says plus 1 other Mosaic parallel, so a silver, green Mosaic parallel, one of those. So yeah, let's get into it. You can also get the exclusive retail autos, rookie scripts, and scripts. So yeah, you get your 12-card pack. We'll do the camos first. I like saving the chance at like the silvers and autos for the end. All right. Usually the rookies, if there's a rookie, I think it's on the back. Yeah. Okay. James Robinson. Oh, I lied. Jalen Darden. There's a rookie. He's looked pretty good. I think it's a cool parallel. I think they look pretty cool. Oh, that's cool. Peanut Punch. Charles Tillman, Walter Payton, Man of the Year. That's cool. Sweet. That's cool. I like that one for the Bears collection. Huge fan of Peanut Tillman. All right. Here's our 12-card pack. Very, very expired Kid Reporter. Let's do it. All right. Here is the design for 2021, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, but there we go. Kurt Warner on the Cardinals. That's cool. Peyton Manning. Antonio Gibson. Denzel Mims. He was in a lot. Rookie in 2020, and he was in a lot of products. Super Bowl champion. UGA alumni. Matthew Stafford. Here's an NFL debut of Justin Fields. Not bad. I like that. That's cool. Another good one for the PC. Russell Wilson. NFC. Then we've got a green. Ron Jarowski. I feel like I said that wrong. I know he is, but I feel like I said that wrong. Eagles there. Oh, I like these ones. Got game inserts. Aaron Jones. Cool insert. And then this is a green touchdown masters. Adam Thielen. They've got really big heads on this card. It's like a big head. Surprised it's not like big head card. Pretty cool. Nice prism insert of that. And then our rookies, we got Mike Straken and Joe Tyron Shokinka. There you go. All right. So fun. I really like that Peanut Tillman and Justin Fields. That was a good Bears pack for me. On with the show.
Product review.
All right, everyone, it is time now for our guest today, Cody from Singles Club. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself, Cody?
Pretty good. I'm so glad to have you guys on. Singles Club is like my favorite booth every year, so I feel like this is just like a dream come true, I feel like. All right, so Cody, pretend I don't know anything about Singles Club. In about 2 minutes, explain to us what Singles Club is and what you can find there this year at the National.
That's a great question, Brody. Appreciate that. So I'll give you the elevator speech. So basically, what we try to do at Singles Club and is provide collectors with the best $1/value boxes you're going to find at a big card show. So we spend the entire year going to shows, buying collections, looking at private collections, doing our best to accumulate the best stuff that we can find to get in those boxes to offer to people at $1. We want people to come and be able to sit down and find, refractors, numbered, autos, relics, all that stuff. And whether you're a collector, a flipper, a grader, you like vintage, you like new, you like basketball, football, baseball, we're trying to find something for everybody. We want to make it enticing for you to be able to come, sit down at a chair and spend 2 or 3 hours going through boxes and finding stuff that you may have not seen in a long time. And we want to make it easy. We want to make it fun. So everything in those boxes is $1. It makes it, something, for people who are really looking to find that one in a million card to be able to come spend time with us. So we think we've done a great job. I think we've improved our boxes every year, and this year will be no different. We're going to have some great stuff in there. Well, we appreciate you stopping by the booth the last couple of years. It's always nice to have people who have a voice in the hobby, have them stop by and see what we're all about.
Yeah, and when I talk about a mob booth, I remember in 2019 National, there'd always be a lot of people there. But last National in Chicago, I couldn't even look through a box. It was jam-packed. There was like a waiting. This is like the one booth that had like a waiting line.
Yeah, no, we appreciate the people that stop by, and we try to make sure we can get as many people in as we can. Sometimes it does get busy, and I know that it's not always great to be, huddled over somebody, and everybody wants to give people room. So, we appreciate all the business and people stopping by, but yeah, it does get a little packed sometimes because we try to, as you've seen in the booth, we try to make sure there's good stuff for everybody. So it gets a bit of traffic at some certain times of the show.
Yeah, there's tons of different stuff. Anything you collect, you can find it at the booth. Yeah. So first question today, I just wanted basic, how did Singles Club start, and what do you do for Singles Club?
So, it's Chris and myself, which is 2 of us. And it basically started with, we've been collecting, buying, selling, trading since, the 80s, doing shows since the 80s. Since before you were born, back when, if it'd be a 50 table show, all 50 tables had the exact same card. So we've been buying and selling for a long time. And, it's just kind of, as we went, Chris and I both like to look through like the value boxes and dollar boxes. And that was kind of always our thing. Everybody has their thing in the collecting world, right? Some people want, exquisite Jordan and Kobe autos. We just never did that. And that wasn't our thing. It was always just looking through cards and trying to find stuff that we liked or finding deals and things like that. And so, after we did a lot of shows, we saw a lot of people kind of gravitated towards the value boxes or dollar box or whatever it may be. So, we kind of had this idea that if we're going to do it, maybe we should just focus on that one thing and let those that, want to do the high end stuff, let them do that. And we'll just focus on the lower end stuff and people who like to collect either certain players or certain teams or certain colleges, which that's kind of been our thing. And, I think there's a place for all that stuff in the hobby. And so we're taking the route of doing the value type stuff.
I love it. Yeah, it's so awesome. Yeah. Like you said, something for everyone. Really love it. So how many nationals will this be for Singles Club?
let's see. This will be the fourth. We've done Cleveland, and then Chicago twice, and then there was one that was canceled during COVID, and then this one. So,
Which was your favorite? Just curious.
they've all been good in their own way. Cleveland was fun just because I had no idea what to expect, and
Yeah.
it's kind of funny when I think back to that one. We thought it was super busy, but that was more like a card show in 5 years ago, where now it's completely different, where the aisles are packed, you can't get in and out of stuff. But
Yeah.
I think that first time, it was just having never been to a show that big, just walking into that place in Cleveland and being like, oh my gosh. I mean, you could walk around there for 5 days or 4
Yeah.
days or whatever it is, and you wouldn't see the same table twice. So, but they've all had their things that I've enjoyed. It's fun to be in Chicago. I like the location there, because you can stay close to the venue, and you can just walk across the street and go to the show. So that's always nice. But having not been to Atlantic City before, I'm sure it'll have its advantages and it'll have its cool stuff as well. But for my favorite, I'll probably pick Cleveland, because that was our first time we did it and we had a great time. And it's one of those things that's probably like, a lot of people go to the National, probably yourself as well, where I'm looking forward to it the whole year. So when National ended last year in Chicago, I was like, I can't wait, 360 days till the next one. So, really looking forward to it. And I think it'll be a great show this year as well.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. AC, I have never been up there before, so I'm excited for it. It's going to be interesting. I mean, Cleveland, you're right, though. You could go on a Ferris wheel during the show if you wanted to.
I can remember walking in and just seeing the size of that building and be like, holy cow. We're in, being in the Midwest, we have some shows up here, but, not anything really big. So, I'm going to, 40, 50, 60 table shows, and I'm thinking that's a good size. And you get to National, and it's just, it's a whole new world for people who like cards.
You guys are in the awesome spot too in the Chicago show. You guys are in that corner with the nice and thick red carpet, all spaced out, got the nice carpet after everyone's been walking on this hard concrete and their shoes hurt. That's also a reminder, never wear flip-flops or sandals, have to wear shoes at Chicago. Next year, be prepared. Do not wear sandals or flip-flops, anything of the sort.
Yeah, you're right. When we did our booth selection for Chicago, we were kind of disappointed that we were kind of way in the corner and out of the middle of the show. We were kind of like, but that was all that was left. So we weren't excited about it when we got there. And you're 100% right. That corner with that thick carpet, you can stand there for 8 hours and not feel like your feet are going to fall off. So that's a big win for those of us that get to choose our booth towards the end to still get that good spot. Yeah.
Right. I added a lot more customers. People were like, oh, this stupid concrete in Chicago.
I know it's tough. I mean, I'm sure people that have an iWatch or whatever can see how many steps they walk in those days. I'm sure it's miles and miles and miles going around there. It's tough on the feet.
For sure. So I think I know the answer to this, but when does the buying process start after the National for the next National?
So last year we bought a bunch of stuff on Sunday before we left. So it started, right on the last day of last year's National. So we start right away. We're always looking and trying to get stuff, because, we're trying to bring, let's say it's 100,000 cards, but we want to make sure that it's not your normal $100,000 dollar box cards as you've seen. We want to make sure it's good stuff. It's different stuff. It's refractors. It's numbered. It's jerseys. It's auto. So in order to do that, we really can't wait to do that. We got to start doing that immediately. So we're buying all year long.
I love it. I love it. So another question I had, I was just curious, because last year you guys started with the singles club crate, which was awesome. These things are awesome too, by the way. I'm just curious, do you ever find any cards and buys that are like, oh, that's too good to put in the dollar bin? We can't put that in a dollar bin or be out of our mind.
I mean, every once in a while we do. When we buy for the singles club, though, for the dollar stuff, we're typically looking at that kind of stuff. So we don't, spend a lot of time looking at higher end stuff, and we wanted to make it so there are treasures in there. So we don't really, we don't pick anything. Let's say it's worth, $15 or $17. We would leave it in there because we want people to be able to find that stuff, because that's what keeps people sitting at our booth or coming over to our booth, is finding the diamond in the rough. It's so funny when, we go back and look at pictures, and we did our marketing before we went to Cleveland and Chicago, showing stuff that we sold for $1, like in Cleveland, whether that was at 2017 or 16 or 18, whatever that was, how different the hobby was. It's crazy, because back then we have pictures that was Kobe paper rookies, and, Russell Wilson paper rookies, stuff like that was $5, $10, $15, and that we sold that stuff for $1. So, occasionally we'll pull a card up, but we want there to be treasures in there for people to find, because that's the fun of it. That's the great thing about going through a dollar box or a value box is, I just found a really cool card that's worth $20. We have people that come up to us and say that, they're going to spend 8 hours at our table, and they're going to buy 500 cards they're going to pay $500 for, and they're going to spend 3 months selling them on eBay to make, $2,500 or $5,000, because that's what they do, and that's how they make their money. And I'm all for that. People that are grinding away like that, that's a huge part of our hobby, keeping things moving like that. So we love that. But, this year we are going to do another kind of a special thing like you had right there. We're going to do those again in Atlantic City, but this year we're doing, instead of those cases, we're doing backpacks.
You saw that.
Yeah.
So my next question, man.
Yeah. So we're going to we switched it up. We can only have so many of those cases, right? This year we're going to do backpacks. So for those of you that are interested in one, don't bring your backpack. We're going to have an NSCC backpack with our stuff on it, ready for you when you get there.
I love it. I'm so excited. So excited.
Yeah, we've been working on those as well. We want to make those cards, I feel, are from top to bottom, are going to be better this year as well. A lot more variety, a lot more things that
vintage too.
Yeah, a lot more vintage. Yeah, we wanted to make it where no matter what you collect, you got a shot at getting something cool. So there's a Jordan rookie in there, and there's Kobe rookies, there's vintage. So it's going to be it'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, dollar boxes, backpacks. I love it. I really love it.
Yeah.
All right. It's time now to play a game on the show we call Hold, Sell, Buy. So we've got 3 players, and I'm going to ask you, if you were a collector, would you hold their cards, buy their cards, or sell them right now? Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. The first one, coming off his NBA title, Steph Curry.
I'd be a buyer and a holder. I'd like, if I was accumulating, and I think right now is a great time to buy. I know that his stuff is high, and he just wanted that, but I feel like he's one of those transcendent guys, right? When you think about sports cards as a whole, there's 5, 10, 15 people that are always going to be at the top of those lists of people wanting to collect their cards. And I think he's probably one of them. He's right next to, he's next to LeBron and Kobe and Michael and Trout and Mantle. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be one of those hobby icons where people are always buying his stuff. So I think if people can find that stuff, that's somebody I'd be buying and holding.
Well, you just answered the second one, because the next one was Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
I always throw it in there because you never know. Who knows?
Right.
Might be one person that finally says sell, but it's going to take a lot of Hobby Life episodes for that to happen.
Yeah, I think I'm a big Mike Trout fan. I would be I would say hold for Mike Trout. Again, hobby icon. The one thing that I think is a little different with him is, he's a little quieter, where I think when guys like Steph, when he's done playing, you're going to see him on these NBA shows. You're going to see him at things. And I don't know, Mike Trout might be back to Pennsylvania, just hanging out at his house. I don't know, but he's going to be, he's obviously an all-time great baseball player, and he's always going to be collectible. I mean, I think for him, one good Angels run to the World Series or a World Series would make all the difference
Yeah.
in the world for him. It's kind of been a grind for the Angels for, I don't know, I think, have they played in a playoff game, one or two, or a play-in game with him?
Played in one, but I don't think they've won any. I think
Yeah, I don't think so either. So
one
that's,
series, but they didn't win it, I think.
yeah, that's tough. And so I think one, and he's a relatively young guy. I mean, I think one run would make a big difference for him. When you think about, NBA cards, it's all about championships, right? If a guy wins a championship, his card just goes to the next level. And I think Trout would be right next to those guys. So I'm gonna say hold, even though that means that, it might be a good time to buy his stuff too, right? Because it's not super high. I mean, they're expensive cards, but it's not like they were a year or two ago. So I'll say hold for Trout.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it looked like this was the year, but then the Angels kind of fell apart all out of nowhere.
I know they were they played really well to start, and they lose like 15 straight games or
Yeah,
something crazy like that.
14 or 15, and then Ohtani finally stopped it. Took a long time.
Yeah, I can't imagine if they were good with Ohtani and him, people would be in love with the Angels. So
Yeah.
I hope they get it going.
All right, and the last one, recently retired Rob Gronkowski. What do you
Rob
think about
Gronkowski.
Gronk? Do you think he will come back like Brady did, or is he actually going to retire?
I did see already today. He said that he would listen to Tom if Tom called later on in the year if they
I
needed
heard
somebody.
that too.
Who knows? It could be, yeah. If Tampa's tight end gets hurt in week 10, you might see Gronk out there again. Yeah, I guess I would probably be I'd probably be a holder of Gronk's card just because I think that he's gonna one of those guys with the personality. He's gonna be around forever. You're gonna see him on stuff, and his stuff's not super expensive, so I wouldn't see any reason to like unload it. It's not like it went up real quick for any reason. So I think he's a good personality, and I think it's, if I was a collector of football cards with and I think Gronk would be one of those guys that I would kind of keep. So I'd be a holder. How about you? You on the same three guys?
I would probably say I'd say buy on Steph. I mean, like you said, he's just a legend. He's the greatest 3-point shooter ever. I mean, there's no denying it at this point. I tried to give a case for Larry Bird for a long time, but it kind of slipped after he won another title. Trout's always kind of a hold. I agree with you on that one. And then Gronk is probably a hold too. Interesting to see what happens. Will he actually retire, or will he just retire? So we'll see.
Yeah, when you watched him play last year, sometimes it looked like it was tough running out there. So who knows? He might call it good. That guy, he put his body through a lot for 10 or 11 years. So
yes, he did.
Yeah.
All right, wrapping it up now. I just want to ask: do you guys know your booth number for the show this year?
Oh shoot. I want to say it's dang it, you got me, Brody. I want to say 2093, and we are we're on the edge next to the autograph area. So
there we go. That's
I apologize. I wish I had that, but I think it's 2093 and whatever it's right next to it. But yeah, by the autograph area. We'll keep as we get closer here, we're going to start ramping up and getting some pictures of our dollar box stuff and our club case stuff and kind of get it out there. And we're Singles Club Sports Cards on Instagram and @dollar_cards on Twitter. So for those who are interested, we'll kind of show you some of the stuff we're going to be bringing to Atlantic City. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great. I know people are worried that the hobby's down. I don't know that it's super down. I think there's still tons of interest, and the percent of the population that is within driving distance to Atlantic City is probably much more than was in driving distance to Chicago. So I think it'll be a great show, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Excited to see a new convention center too. I think it's interesting because you don't really know what you're going into. But
no, you're right. You're right.
Hobby's not dying. I mean, some prices might be going down, but that's just people realizing, oh, I shouldn't be paying $150 for a Zion Prism because there's who knows how. I can't answer how many of those out there.
Yeah, it's one of those things where people, as more interest came into the hobby, people just got smarter, and I think that's great. That's good for the market, and I think things still move. Even that lower end stuff, that stuff still. If you're trying to sell that stuff, you can still find a buyer. You're not going to get, to the moon prices, but that stuff still moves, and that's still a big part of the hobby because not everybody's going to roll in with $10,000 looking for one card. There are people that want to collect that stuff, and I think that's awesome. So, like I said earlier, there's a place in the hobby or this business, whatever we're going to call it, for every type of collector, every type of seller. So I think that's the great thing. Whether you're rolling into Atlantic City looking for a LeBron rookie auto, or you're rolling into the singles club booth looking for guys who went to college in Kansas, whatever you're looking for, it's going to be there, and it's great. So we're excited.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I had a blast talking to you. I can't wait to see you guys at the National.
Same. Yeah. We're looking forward to stop by, Brody. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Cody.
All right.
Peace out.
Yep. Have a good one.
That's it for episode 53 of Hobby Life. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Thank you so much to Cody and Singles Club for coming on today. Remember to follow them on socials and check out their booth this year at the National. You can follow me on Twitter at BrodyTK and on Instagram at BrodyTheKid1. And you can read my blog, Riiip with Brody the Kid, at BigLeagueCards.com. I have a new one coming out soon with tons of information about the National and more. And speaking of the National, make sure you stay tuned on my socials, as I am the official kid host of the National. So I'm going to be posting like crazy about other booths and fun stuff you can do there. I can't wait for it. It's in a month. I can't believe it. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.